Hey, good morning. Sorry about I'm super hungover. Okay, so we're going to go into, let me just set up the audio here. All right, so you guys are going to have my mic on the left channel. That's just how it's going to work because I have an aggregate device going and aggregating all of my stuff because that's how you do things on Mac. Mac is it's not good for audio. It should be for PC is better for audio. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's see. Interesting. Should not be current preferences. Yeah. Okay. Skip. If anyone can see again, because of the Mac, there's no display on the YouTube side of this. So if anyone can just let me know that they're seeing and hearing everything, that would be great. We're going to actually. Let me see if this. Boom, 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 boom. Just setting up Cubase now. Setting it up, setting it up, setting it up. Setting up that loop pack now. Setting up that loop. Not loop pack. Awesome. Thanks, Ari. How you doing? Good to see you. Watch as we load Cubase. All right, I'm gonna double check that that's going. Okay, so there seems to be a thing happening. I'm going to capture. The capture should be input, yeah. Okay. So you guys should all see Cubase now. If you're not seeing Cubase, then there's an issue. So just let me know. What's happening? Great. Nice, Ari. That's good. I'm glad you tuned into this. If you're in Europe, that's quite a. I think it's like 3 a.m. there now. Not to say anything too divisive, but I always find that my European audience is much more dedicated to watching these streams. Because, I don't know, maybe my LA audience is a bit busy. A little too busy. Okay, let's see if that registers. That's registering. Awesome. Check here. Oh, you are in LA. Awesome. Well, that's good because this live stream is timed like this so that people in the West Coast will be able to see it. Let's come up with the trailer progression. How are we going to do this? So what I do, and okay, no Cubase on screen yet. Thank you for telling me that. That's really important to know. So what we're going to do is, yeah, I think this is actually frozen. Let's try to just turn this off and on. Capture. Yeah, you're good. I'm just, do we even have a capture? What is this? Input. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have a capture here. Let's do that. So media source, video capture, capture card, screen capture. Okay. Screen capture, display capture. Okay. And that should be good. That should be working now. I am so confused. There we go. So this can be in the front, yeah? That's gonna be in the front like that. Okay. Cool. Okay, now you. Yeah. So now you should be able to see my live screen, what's going on. Let me know if that's not working. So now I have Cubase up. If anybody cannot see Cubase up, just tell me. I cannot see Cubase up. And I'll deal with that accordingly. Nice. Oh no, Cam. That's because it's overlaying. Let me. That's an easy one. And there we go. Good. There I am. Okay. That's all working. Well, this progression sounds nice. It's a good one. Let's start with that. Save our project. This one will be called new ride. New ride. It's a new ride. That doesn't sound good. Very simple strokes. We're just kind of blobbing it out a bit before we polish it more. Dip it down. That's really messy. Let's not do that. Such a nice violin tone I didn't know existed in that library. Cool beans. Check comments really quick. Level of the voice. Thank you for that. Yep, my voice is very down. Okay. That should be a bit better. Oh, somebody... Yeah, the metronome is just naturally loud because I have to hear it in the climax, and we're doing the intro now, which is conventionally less quiet. I'm used to the Cubase click. Cubase click's infamous. I don't actually think it's a good click. I'm just very used to it. Sort of like how I don't think English has its flaws, but I'm used to that. Let's go ahead and add... Let's double down on this melody and add in a solo violin. Let's see, we got that 9. Okay. Da-da-da-na, da-da-da-na, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. There should be sound from this. Oh, here we go. Okay, I guess I'll get back to that later. Fail. Fix that. See you. Bye. 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 Sorry about that. So because this is going down to the F, what are we in? A flat major going down to an F minor. Those two chords work in the same key, in the same scale, so we can have this first chord leak into the second. We don't need to have an additional F minor. You'll see what I mean. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So that's cool. Oh, that could be another intro too. Maybe I'll delete this intro later. Fuck this intro. It is. Whoa! Yes, Cubase. So one rule I have in trailer music is that, well, a blanket rule that you can break through the course of the track, but a blanket rule is that everything, every element needs to have something doubling it. And then you subtract from there. You see, okay, well, I don't want that doubling that. But in the basis of your foundation, things got to double each other without redundancy. So if you're doubling something, it needs to be for a point, not just the principle of doubling it. That just sounds really repetitive. Let's just automate this down over the course of time. Because it gives the piano presence, but also after a lot of repetition kind of makes it annoying. So we're gonna just, oh, that was the wrong one, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I can only hear that so many times. Let's just bring that. Oh, what? I'm not doing something right. That's strip 3. Not strip 2. What? Oh, it did work. Okay. Okay, Cubase. Just have the flute come in and out. That's too filmic. That's a tricky one. You know what? If I just keep it on the 3rd. Yeah, that's trailer. for that final chord. Still want to bring this up though. This is wandering into a territory. Simple modulation for the build, because the build is, well, these are the chords, and the build is mainly swells in this context, so we don't need a lot of fancy work here. Maybe some fancy work on this last section. I'm going to double the horns, double the chords with the melody. Yeah. Cool. Cool. This is beginning to sound too filmic. I have to think of a better melody for this. Actually, yeah, get rid of the horn melody. Keep the horns on that initial intro melody. Definitely veering more into family adventure. See, here's where I come to a bisected paradigm here, because I love that melody I just wrote, but it's going to get in the way of the dialogue in the editing realm of this process, so it wouldn't be a good idea to put it in. However, what I could do is create it to be an effect, or as kind of a signature sound. So we'll do a ping pong delay, which is just an echoing stereo delay. Not enough bass in those hits. Actually, let's double the bass, double the hits with this other patch. There we go, that's better. So Dark Knight, doubling sections as a bass for the just a principle. I'm trying to word this without sounding like a hypocrite. So it's a good principle to double everything, every element in the track, and then after that you can see if something works soloed. Unless something's really much at the forefront, like a vocal solo, or a violin solo, or a special effect. Most things I would say double them with some kind of element, even a subtle thing. Like some people will even take a brass chords and they'll double them with a low dynamic choir, just kind of hinting, just kind of hidden in there. This is 1, to give your piece an extra edge, 2, to get deeper into orchestration and different combinations for your own education, 3, to keep things interesting, right? Like we don't need to hear another piano-based loop trailer track. Like there's so many of them now. Of course, it depends on the idea you're doing, but for the most part, it's a good idea to have some kind of supporting element under your initial element. Interesting textures. I guess that would be the way to summarize all of that. Just go for interesting textures. So if you have a vocal that's up in the forefront that's interesting enough, okay, great. But if the vocal up front is just doing like one note, then that's not interesting. And I say that with quite confidence too, because there is some music out there that's not interesting. And I've heard a lot of great, fantastic, epic music, and a lot of epic music that's not interesting. I've heard epic music that has fantastic melodies, but the textures aren't interesting, and then it doesn't get much traction because I feel like people relate more to textures than they do melodies, and that's coming from a guy who loves, has based his whole musical soul around melody. So I think in order to create a more full and just vast soundscape, it is good to support elements with other elements. And then from there you can subtract. Like maybe I kind of did that here. Like, okay, that sounds cool in the beginning. Let's bring that down a bit. In fact, you can even do, actually let's start it like this. Whoa! That's a lot of bass. Oh, because that's leaking in. Okay, let's just do that. Also, I'm very urged to just go with the traditional rhythms that I do for climaxes like this. But one, we would be unfaithful to the build of the track, and two, sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit of comfort to keep things interesting, to keep things a little different. And who wouldn't want that either? Because now you have a portfolio of different stuff. Now we can finally reintroduce that simple but emotional melody that we got in the intro and sort of teased in the build. We can have that on full blast in the climax. No, let's do a plateau. Thanks, Ariel. Thank you, Dusky Pines. Of course, Dark Knight. Yeah, anybody who has any questions, just shoot them in the chat. Yeah, we're not going to do that doubling thing, or whatever, the two-note thing. Double stop, whatever it's called, we're not going to do that. That's a build-only thing, little goodie in the build. But for the climax, we really want to strike home power. I don't even know if we should be doing what the hell is it called? A forte piano crescendo, but let's just keep it anyway. And yeah, get rid of this Disney-ass melody that we have in the build. I just want to go straight for the kill. was a cool little experiment with the trombones. Added what some would call an inversion, an accidental inversion. This is funny. This is sounding a bit like that song. Like, tell me how you get so fly. Tell me how you get so fly. But it's not that. Don't sue me. More horn layers. We don't need this melody. I'm just gonna double that actually. Double that directly with strings down 2 octaves. 1 octave? Yeah, two octaves. Would be awesome if we could hear that. Yeah, that sounds just awful. I'm gonna put a compressor on this horn here, and let's see. Da, 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 da. That's a cooler melody choice. Let's go with that. Go away. Da, da. Nope. That's not what should be selected. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. New Cubase update makes it so there's a new event. I'm sure I can change it in settings. But until then I'll be gluing all day. Now we can add modulation to the horns, make them sound a little more like they're in the room, because right now they're just a little too MIDI for my taste. Okay. Oh wow, this is the most amount of views I've had on a live stream. Awesome. Here. Okay, So I'm not hearing what I want to hear from this melody, and there's no amount of volume I can push it up to change that, or it'll just become a bad mix. Like I can push this up, you know, it's just too much. So what I'm gonna do is double that part with the low trombones here. Double the rhythm, not the melody. Same here. Dun, dun, dun. It's awesome. No. That rhythm. You are Fremen. Let's keep that at triplet. Actually, that works. I'll keep that, and then we can just go with 16 grid. And then keep this at a higher velocity. You can go ahead and just stretch everything up. Dun, dun, dun. Oof. Hope I made that one. That looks a little late. Turning the master down because Cubase can do that. I don't need to go into the mixer. I might eat my words here and turn this up. Also completely the wrong thing to copy. This one is what we want. Tell me how you get so fly. Tell me how you get so fly. Conflict. Do I use trumpets for the chords? Let's see. Just so you guys know, fun fact, traditional orchestration for trumpets is that the fourth trumpet doubles the first trumpet by an octave. So it's usually a 1-3-5 8 VA1. Is that 8 VA? Does that work with trumpets? But yeah, so it's 1-3-5-1. So you could try something like that. But But the other orchestration option is to do choir on chords and trumpet on melody. Let's see. And it's great because the chords and their inversions blend perfectly with the melody. I'm so conflicted. Let me try the trumpet on melody first. Actually, we can just go ahead and get out of fly. Let's try the choir on chords first. That is a very low choir. You know, it's because of the synth bass. Let's take down the high frequencies on that a little Now, I don't recommend doing this. I don't normally do this, but I'm doubling a legato melody with more marcato, medium speed melodies in the horns and strings. That's just because I like the sound of trumpet in that. But will it work in the mix? Let's find out. Yeah, there has to be some kind of chords beyond the, chords supporting the trumpet melody because of the frequencies of the trumpet are so blatty. Sometimes when you have something that's too weird or different, you need to justify it with with more of that weird strangeness. In this case, it's a mild example with the trumpet. Sort of like when a... I can't have an analogy for that. Let's try not legato. Thanks, Mac. Let's just take this entirely out. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Why does it sound bad? Because it's too early. This choir's too early. Da, 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 da. It's also very dry. Oh, that's also why. Okay. That could have, yeah, that's an improvement. Okay. It is raining here. We're coming to the end of this live stream. In an hour we've made the structure of a trailer track, which is pretty nice. Just need a climax 2, second climax. Bram, Bram, Bram. Whoa, it's raining. That's what happens when you live in a jungle. I'm missing the trombones. Wouldn't that sound kind of cool? Conflicted with the melody there. Well, we can do this maybe. This is very conflicted with the melody as well. Let's see. There's absolutely no space in that mix for that to be there. Wow, I've really maxed out the high frequencies here. Damn. It's the first time I've actually really done that. Maybe that's a problem. I should check this mix and make sure it's not too tinny. Bum 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 bum. Tell me how you look so fly, hi hi. It's a really good song, by the way. You guys should all listen to that. Tell me how you got so fly. It's an amazing, super simple melody, chord progression. This works really well. We're gonna put a compressor on this one because I cannot hear these. That actually has nothing to do with the loudness factor. It's because these libraries, well, actually the instruments, they're able to become louder when they play higher. So when they're playing lower, they can't be as loud, because if you played a brass instrument, the more you blow into it, it's the fundamentals are going to come out and it'll be louder. That's how brass works entirely, is that you play based on fundamentals, and how I understand, the valves change what fundamentals the pitch of those fundamentals, but the order of the fundamentals is still the same, relevant to where the valves are modifying the tube structure. That was a long-winded way to say that the lower they play, the lower the volume, and that's a defect of physics, actually. So we're just gonna fix that. Curious if we can if we can Get the picture. Boom, da, 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 da. Well, that's not what I wanted. Dun, 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 dun. What? How do we go back to? Oh, I'm confused. That works for me. I'm gonna put a riser over it. Hey, Juliet, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Dusky, the storms are very loud here, mainly because of the roofs. Roofs are made of thatched straw and clay ceramic. I think terracotta, actually. Okay. That sounds cool. Maybe I'll put in... Yeah, I'll just put in some of the staccatos to keep everything glued together. Oh, that's not staccatos. Let's do something more powerful. There we go. We want 2 sweeps of that last one, so let's just do that. We're not going to be able to hear the tail cut off anyway. It's so loud. Okay, that's good enough. Cool for trombones, but I want the chord to explode as soon as we come to the climax. I want to hear the harmonies, not just the bass and melody. has to end with something. Can't just drop it off. Oh, is that the same? No, it's not. Great. That's the one I wanted. Brum 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 brum. Yep. Cool. Now we just need a riser. Where are my risers at? Where are my risers at? We be rising. I don't want that zoom last sound in there. Just gonna render that out, and what we're gonna do. So if you guys don't have a tail on something in a VST patch or instrument file, whatever, what you do is you add reverb and you automate the reverb to the tail of the instrument. So we go there. That. And if you really want that, if you don't want to hear that cut off, you can, in Valhalla specifically, you can put up the depth. Most reverbs have mix and depth in the same protocol. That's ridiculous. That's the highest I'll ever get. That's insane. I'm not gonna go any more intense than that. Trumpets really do add a lot. Because like, let's just mute the trumpets here. We just mute these trumpets. But with the trumpets. Yeah, they're louder than my thoughts. Just absolutely crazy. Yeah. Hey, Mitchell. Nice of you to join. Thank you, Mitchell. Thank you for listening. And I think I'm kind of done with this one. We're just going to end it with a signature sound. So that's a double. Yep. Thought that was gonna happen. Yeah, when I said I was done with it, I was not accurate to that statement. Dun 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 dun. A little longer. Come on, come on. I just can't hear it. Does this have a compressor? It does have a compressor, so what gives? Oh, there's upward compression too. Where'd it go? Just disappeared? Dun, dun. No, the whoosh. Okay, let's do it again. Do that little trick again. The end here. Some more actually, maybe like 7 seconds of that. That much. Okay. Get less high cut on that. Maybe less seconds on that. Maybe 4. 4 is good. Awesome. Cool. Okay, now we can bring back that signature sound, and I can finish this track. I can be done. Why does it have that? There we go. Cool. Actually, yeah, no boom, nothing. That's the end. I just want that to be the outro. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. That's all looking good. All right. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, Jake. I really appreciate your guys' comments because my thoughts are very opposite of that. I don't think I have a gift. I think I have an obsessed interest in discovering things. And learning. Learning! Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up. I have to get out of here. If you guys have any questions, just ask them in the comments. We'll have a little Q&A. And all future live streams are going to be on Patreon now. So, or just videos, things like that. Either live streams or pre-recorded videos. So, yeah. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask them now. I'll be on here for the next 5 minutes until someone asks a question, and I'll continue with the answers. Yes, I'm going to be doing a video announcement. A video announcement on the Patreon. Just say, hey everybody, I'm doing a Patreon. And I'll give you the link. And if there's anything you guys want to see on the Patreon, or just like suggestions you might have for what you guys would want, because you never know. Like somebody recently told me they want some like sample packs, or maybe like a top 10 tips kind of thing. And I hadn't even thought of that, so that's something that can go in the Patreon as well. Patreon's not out yet. Patreon, actually, you will be able to find me on Patreon. However, it's not set up for what I want to do right now. I think it has there's like 3 tiers on it right now. But I want to be able to make those tiers more specifically accurate to what's going to be distributed on that page. Another record in this style. Yeah, this is all I really do for a living, is this kind of trailer music. Now I would love to make some just solo music, just do my own stuff, which I do. And I upload it under the name Flobe. So whenever you see a video on my channel called Flobe, that's more my solo stuff. But any more of this like crazy orchestral trailer or epic stuff, then yeah, you can hear it pretty much anywhere I do. Okay, Zahari, well that's coming later then, if you can't find it, because that's actually preferable to me, because it's not fully set up and optimized for what I want to do with it yet. So I'm going to make an announcement and post the link then, and I appreciate that a lot. I really do, seriously. Thank you. It means a lot that people are even listening to this stuff and taking advice from it. I'm just playing for fun at this point. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Seriously, immensely thank you guys. Thank you. I can't even state that enough. I think this live stream is kind of my thank you to you guys. Because I do know that you guys listen, and I do want to support just the visual representation of what I do more and give you guys more content. And I've been so not doing that for the past 6 years. And I know people are always asking, like, where's Phil? Like, what is he doing? And I've just been doing this, just haven't been showing it. So yeah, I appreciate it, and I want to share that with some more content and just make some cool videos. Thanks, Ahari. Heard was Hero. Oh, Hero. Yeah, that's wow, that's a really old, really slow motion track that was used in the Pete's Dragon trailer. Yeah, I actually do plan, this is kind of an announcement right now, I do plan on doing a non-attached to library album. So my own industry album, because I've been making a lot of stuff that just doesn't, I know that publishers won't accept, and I don't want to waste their time with it either. So I want to put it into my own album of just this epic orchestral music, stuff that is very melodic, stuff that really lifts you up, and just release it as music. If a publisher wants to take it, they can, but I want to release it first as my own album. So this will be my first industry release that's just my own, which is pretty damn exciting, but I'm just having a lot of fun with it. It's actually a good one. I'm going to write that out really fast just so I don't forget that. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for your questions and comments and just honestly just watching it. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'm signing off. Bye.